All right, we just had breakfast at Artsmith's Homecomin in Disney Springs.
For the first time.
For the first time eating here, yeah.
Stick around and see what we thought on our charmed midlife. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Sorry, welcome to our charmed
Don't
midlife.
get choked up already.
Welcome to our
Sorry.
charmed midlife.
Hi.
I'm Danny.
And I'm John.
And this is our weekly vlog, talking about things that we do around Central Florida, or things that maybe were boring midlife moments that we're doing around the house.
Way to sell it.
Yeah, stick around.
Exciting midlife moment.
This week we are talking about going to brunch at Homecomin for the first time. So let's just get into it.
Okay.
And these are our charmed moments.
Yeah. Yes.
So, sorry, this weekend we weren't sure that we were going to go out and do anything. And Friday night I just happened to look at all the reservations and there was a 9 a.m. brunch at Homecomin. Chef Art Smith's Homecomin. And I can never find brunch reservations, so jumped on that.
Yep, and we hadn't eaten there.
We have not had lunch, dinner, or brunch there.
Yeah,
so
first experience.
this was our first time.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
the one frustrating thing, though, was we arrived at Disney Springs at 8:30 in the morning,
Oh, yeah.
thinking that we would just park and walk in there and, if we had to kill some time and just walk around Disney Springs, that would be fine. They do not, or at least this day, this was Saturday morning, they did not open the parking garages and let us go through. The parking garage opened at 8:45, so we had to kill 15 minutes.
Yep.
And then we parked, and then security would not let us in until 9 o'clock. So I'm not sure why they allow a reservation for 9 a.m. when you can't literally be there at 9 a.m.
Yeah, not sure if that happens all the time and we just got unlucky, or if that's standard and nobody should really have 9 o'clock reservations.
We've been to Disney Springs, like 9:20, 9:30, but we've never tried to be there before 9. So just a little bit of pro tip if it's really something. So
it was a lot of lessons learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, no big deal. I mean, it takes 3 minutes to get to Homecomin once we got through.
Yeah,
so
but that was the downside.
Yeah. Then we got to Homecomin.
Yeah.
Another pro tip, when we got to the check-in, he did not have our reservation in his little computer. I had it on my phone. I showed him. He goes, "That's fine. You'll get in anyways." And we walked in.
Yeah.
There was hardly anyone in there. And so I think if you get there at 9 o'clock, you might be able to walk in and just sit for brunch.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not going to promise that to people, but we were like,
yeah.
okay.
The place was lousy with servers. I mean, there was a lot. The staff was unbelievable.
Yeah.
But there was only 2 other tables when we got there.
Yeah. So we sat, we looked everything over. They asked me about my allergy, which is obviously gluten. The manager came over and talked to me about what it was that I could have, which was pretty cool. They have gluten-free bread. So, and actually you can order off of the brunch menu or the lunch menu. So any of their sandwiches I could have gotten with gluten-free bread. So that was cool. So for appetizers, we knew we were going to get the Church Lady deviled eggs. So we went ahead and ordered those.
Yeah, we did.
And they came. Now, I really liked them. That filling that they put in there was crazy thick. Like thicker than frosting.
It was probably the richest deviled eggs I've had outside the house.
Yeah. So it was pretty great. They give you 6 halves.
Yeah.
And the little egg thing is here. And it's like this much of the filling just piled up on top.
How much? This much? Yeah, that's about it.
It was very good, but not as tasty as I wanted. It felt like a very normal deviled egg. Like nothing special about it. I think we've been a little bit spoiled when we go to Summer House on the Lake for brunch. They have potato salad deviled eggs, and those are tasty, tasty, tasty.
They are.
Now, you're getting 6 halves. This only was $14. I think that's totally worth it.
Oh God, yeah.
Because it was really good.
They're really good.
Filling.
Don't get us wrong.
Very good. Just nothing really special.
Well,
but for $14, getting normal deviled eggs, I'm good with that.
And here's the deal. I got to give somebody props because we're spoiled in-house because these deviled eggs were fantastic. They were really good. The potato salad deviled eggs at Summer House are really, really good.
Yeah.
But this one right here makes the best deviled eggs I've ever had.
My wife's making her famous deviled eggs again. My waistline's furious.
No way.
Yes, 100%. You know I don't blow sunshine. That sounded bad.
I don't.
Everybody's like, who's Sunshine?
Yeah, I mean, I do make deviled eggs a lot. And you always say you like them. I just didn't really like them that much.
No, they are the best deviled eggs I've ever had.
So I put a lot of pickle juice in mine, so it has a lot of tang. So I love the pickle juice. So I don't know. So that's what I do.
Yeah, among other things. Whatever else you do, it's fantastic. It's really, really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't cook much, so that's one of the 5 things I can make.
Pancakes and deviled eggs.
Yes. Okay, so then let's move on to what we ordered for entrees. So you got what's called the Halleluiah Biscuit.
Yep. Oof. Yeah.
This was $26, and I'll read off the description here.
Yes, please.
Okay. Open-faced biscuit topped with Chef Art's famous fried chicken, 2 over-easy eggs, pimento cheese, pecan smoked bacon, and smothered in sawmill gravy. And then for your side, because you get a side, you got the potato gratin mash.
Yes. Oh, that takes me back.
So, go ahead, man.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
So
you got to describe this.
Here's the thing. This was probably one of the best breakfast sandwiches I've ever had. It was so flavorful. It was just jam-packed and bursting with flavor. It was crazy ridiculous.
Now, before you get into any sort of butts or anything, like his eyes welled up.
I did.
And that was I think that was the piece of chicken.
It's kind of funny.
It was the piece of chicken, like he had a bite of everything and then he had just some chicken. And all of a sudden, like his eyes started to well up. He was like, this is the best fried chicken I've ever had.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This fried chicken. So the things you hear about this fried chicken.
Like they're famous for it.
They're real, y'all. It's true. Their fried chicken is amazing. And I just had I'm going to say I had a little piece, but it was a big piece.
Yeah.
So the biscuit was literally like that. I mean, it was
like 5 inches.
About 5 inches. It was about the biggest biscuit I've ever had, and it didn't lose anything because of the size. It was really good.
And it really held, like, I think I have a picture of the cross section in here.
Yeah.
It didn't like get squashed down by everything on top.
No.
Like you could still see the biscuit.
It held its own.
Yeah.
The whole way. Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah.
All of the elements that you rattled off were some of the best of those I've ever had. It was everything was so flavorful and amazing that and this isn't really a but
it got overwhelming.
It got overwhelming to me really fast. As I get older, I appreciate spice and seasoning more than I used to, so I'm not a simple eater like I used to be.
Yeah.
But I still don't like a ton of spice and a ton whatever. But this was so much that I got to a point where I was like,
and it's not just the taste that everything was tasting so good. It was very rich.
Oh yeah.
So and then he's got these potatoes on the side, so I had a fruit bowl and I don't eat fruit. So I gave him the fruit and he was using that kind of as a palate cleanser
to get
that
savory.
richness.
Yeah. I needed that. I mean, you're always saying, use ice cream to cut the sweet.
Yeah.
If I'd have gotten some ice cream, that would have cut the savory. I mean, it was crazy rich. So it was good. It was one of the, like I said, it was one of the best breakfast. That's not what I said. breakfast sandwiches I've ever had. It got to be a little overwhelming.
Yeah, I think so. Just to tell what I had, so I can talk about the thing that ties in with yours.
Oh yeah, you're here. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
I went on and on.
Because of my gluten allergy, there really wasn't a lot for me to choose from. Especially because I don't eat a lot of meat and I couldn't get the fried chicken and all that. So
Sad
I just ordered off.
trombone.
No, I love the deviled eggs, so I was happy with that. And then I ordered off of the kids menu the junior farmer plate. So it just came with 2 eggs any style. I got scrambled, and she said, "Do you want cheese?" I said yes. That was a dumb mistake.
Foolish mortal.
And then it comes with a thing of fruit, which again I don't eat, but I knew he would, so it's fine. And then a choice of side, and I got that potato gratin mash, which also came with cheese on top.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. The richness that we can talk about on this, and that I can even talk about with just my small little plate, the deviled eggs were so thick and rich.
Yep.
Then they put probably equal cheese to my eggs, and it was just like, it was overwhelming. Then I'm digging into the potatoes and the cheese, and honestly, when I got to the bottom of the potato little bowl thing, there was butter just pooling in the bottom of the dish. And normally, I think even just a year ago, both of us would have been like, "That's awesome." It was too much on top. Like, I won't get cheese on the eggs the next time, so that way I can handle the potatoes or whatever. So, it's all about learning and this being our first time. And he had some other things he was going to get. And I said, well, this thing, you can get at least the chicken and try the chicken.
Yeah.
And you said you would order it again.
Oh yeah, I would.
But we are going to go back and explore other options too.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't know that I'd eat more than one deviled egg if I had that breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
But I had the three halves of deviled egg, which was a meal in and of itself.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was, I literally bit off more than I could chew.
Right.
It was too much.
But it was so good.
Yeah.
The service was wonderful. The way the restaurant is laid out with it's it's very just homey and inviting. I did feel like the country music was blaring a little bit too much for Saturday morning. But that's just me being probably not ready to be there just yet.
I don't remember that.
Really?
I think I was overwhelmed by the breakfast sandwich. There was music.
He had butter coming out of his ears.
I thought those were the angels singing in my head.
Oh my God. And everyone knows Chef Art Smith. He was Oprah's chef forever. And so if you watched Oprah, he was always on there eating all these were back when both of them were fat. And so it was like he made all this great food. And we've heard nothing. I can't wait to go for lunch and dinner. I'm very excited about it. I just... you definitely want to go with an empty stomach and pace yourself.
Their mashed potatoes have got to be off the chart.
Well, that mash that we had our side was so good. It was so good.
Their mashed potatoes. So I'm so looking forward to a chicken dinner with mashed potatoes and carrots.
Yeah, carrots. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. So his biscuit was $26. I don't know if I said that. And my kids menu deal was $12, which I think was perfect. Mm-hmm. I'm giving overall everything. I'm still giving it an 8, even though it was overwhelming and all that. Everything was just so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9.
Okay.
It's not their fault. It was overwhelming to me.
Right, because I'm sure. Yeah, I mean. If you had been prepared, like you said, and hadn't had the deviled eggs, you probably could have finished it, especially with the fruit.
Maybe. I ended up only eating probably a little over half of the breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
I guess I could have used a little more sawmill gravy, too. Because it was a little bit light on the gravy. But the pimento cheese, the pecan glazed candied bacon, I mean, everything was so good. I got to give it to him. It's a solid 9.
That's great.
And I would happily eat that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good times.
It sounds good already.
Hey, what are we doing after this? Just that. Oh. So you're telling me there's a chance.
I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so that's it. Brunch at Homecoming, definitely a win, definitely a recommend. It's for everyone. They've got great drinks there too, but we didn't do any of that.
No.
But your orange juice was fresh.
My orange juice was fresh. It was fresh squeezed.
Yeah.
It's
So
good.
yeah, so definitely check out Homecoming at Disney Springs. And we're about to get to our favorite segment, but before that, I just want to say again, if anyone has eaten at Homecoming and has some stories to share, definitely comment below and share with us any of your experiences there, or if you have any questions for the next time that we're going, we can share with that as well. Let's move on to John's Joke Corner.
Yay. Hey. Woohoo, woohoo.
All right. So,
Okay. So I got 2 jokes this week. One's a little bit longer than normal.
okay.
And it starts on a down note, so just bear with it, okay?
Oh, no. Okay.
I would say nobody got killed, but yeah, it starts out with...
Oh, no.
Yeah. So... oh boy, here we go. So, a bus full of ugly people had a head-on collision with a truck.
This is horrible.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
but it's just a joke.
Okay.
It's a joke. I could be on it. They all died and went to heaven, so things are looking up. God announced to the group that when they got there that he's going to grant them all one wish, anything they want. The first person said, I want to be gorgeous. God snapped his fingers and it happened.
Okay.
So the second person was like, ooh, I'll do the same thing. Again, God snapped his fingers and they were beautiful. So everybody down the line, everybody kind of wished for the same thing and got it. And about halfway through, God noticed that the last guy in line had started chuckling.
Okay.
By the time God got through the last 10 people, the last man could barely contain his laughter. So God goes up to him, all right, it's your turn. I got to know, what's your wish? He laughed and said, I wish they were all ugly again.
I don't know. I feel like that's mean. I think the whole thing is mean. I don't know.
It was.
I'm uncomfortable.
I guess it was funnier.
That's weird for you to choose something like that.
I guess it was funnier in my head.
Yeah.
I've been expanding my range a little lately, and maybe I went too far.
Okay.
I went too far.
Next.
Why did Adele cross the road?
I don't know.
To sing Hello from the Other Side.
Oh, that was cute.
I should have just stuck with that one.
No, you tried. I
did.
appreciate it. I just
did.
don't like the... I think I just take personal offense.
You're instantly uncomfortable. You're not ugly.
Anywho,
You're beautiful.
Well, stop.
Don't shy away from me. Don't run from your feelings.
Don't run away from your feelings.
Richard.
Okay. Well, that was
Something.
John's Joke Corner.
That segment may not be back.
Yeah. No. We'll sorry if anyone was offended by that, like me.
Nobody should be offended. Everybody's good looking. Everybody's beautiful in their own way.
Then why even...
Because the ugly jokes have been around, your mama. I mean, they've been around for so long. Right?
Anywho. All right. Thanks again, everyone, for stopping by.
Yep.
We will be back next week with hopefully some more charm moments, midlife moments, and everything in between.
Probably certainly talk about food.
Yes.
Probably certainly.
Probably certainly. Thanks again for stopping by. If you can like this video, also if you can add any comments, that helps us with the algorithm of YouTube and helps to grow our channel, hopefully.
We're very open to suggestions and better jokes.
Yes, please submit some
yes.
jokes. And sorry.
It's okay. I get it.
And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. That would be great.
Yep. Appreciate
and
it.
We'll see you next week on our Charm Midlife.
Sounds good.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.